DeAgentAI is going absolutely bonkers. The rally is accelerating. The question is, for how much longer? Does it still make sense to buy? Let's have a look at the on-chain data, the data most people aren't considering. Let's try to figure out how much longer this rally might last. Now, if you've been following this channel, this is not the first time you hear about the AIA token. I published a video 1 month ago. Now, not many people watched that video. The average video is here in gray, and that specific AIA video got less views on average. At the time, we were at $1.37 and now we are at $10. So feel free to subscribe over here, but let's have a look at how much higher DeAgentAI can go from here. I always like to look at relative valuation charts. So this is AIA relative to the rest of the altcoin market. So we are dividing the AIA price by the others market cap. The two lines are parallel. We tend to have a relatively constantly growing base and we are approaching a potential resistance. So maybe the upside potential is rather limited with only 16% outperformance from here. The project got funding from several sources. The recent rounds aren't disclosed in terms of size. And so the market cap stands at $1 billion. The fully diluted market cap is close to $8 billion. This tells us how much potential token inflation there might be going forward. As tokens get unlocked, the market cap approaches the fully diluted valuation. Or should I rather say the FTV approaches the market cap, because that's usually what has to give as insiders and the team cash out their token allocations. There are two versions of the token. There's one on the Sui chain with 5,700 holders. There's another one on the Binance Smart Chain. Let's have a look at the data for the Binance Smart Chain. On the left side, we see the number of wallets with at least 100 AIA tokens. This actually went down with the recent rally. In the middle, we've got the number of wallets with 1,000 tokens. That stayed flat. And on the right side, we've got the whales. They're holding at least 10,000 tokens or roughly $100,000 worth of the token. That went up. In other words, this rally is driven by the big guys, by the whale investors. This is not just small retail getting into the token. But how much more upside potential is there when we are close to $1 billion in market cap? Let's compare other AI related tokens. At place number 1, we've got BitTensor with close to $4 billion. There are quite a few tokens with a similar market cap of DeAgent, but this overview does tell us that it's quite a jump to make another 2 to 3x from here. Because with a doubling, the project competes with major brand names in the space. And so currently there's a lot of hype around the token, but this seems to be all quite short-lived. There isn't that much trading volume on the spot market, only 23 million in the last 24 hours. There's way more on the perpetual futures. Here we've got 2.7 billion. By the way, if you so far enjoy this content and you don't want to miss future videos, then feel free to subscribe. I publish videos regularly over here. The open interest has climbed massively, so has the trading volume, and with any rally we tend to see liquidations on the short side, because now what seems to be happening is that there is a short squeeze. Because have a look at the funding rates. It is massively negative. So now we've got way more shorts that are betting on the price than longs. Most people are skeptical of this rally, myself included. At some point this will turn around. I'm not sure though if this trading range will prevail. There is a chance that we're going to see a breakout. Are we going to see another 2 or 3x from here? Very unlikely, again because of the market caps. But there is a chance that the market makers are going to continue to buy the token as the funding rate stays negative. That's the idea, right? Most retail investors are currently betting on falling prices because of this massive rally. And what then tends to happen is that the market makers take the opposite trade, so they're betting on rising prices, but at the same time they also buy up the supply on the spot market, thus squeezing out all the short investors. And so long term, I'm not bullish on AIA. I don't think we will hold the $10 for very long. Short term though, the short squeeze might continue for a bit longer as long as the funding rates stay negative. Once they normalize, once it costs money again to bet on rising prices, that's probably when the price tends to deflate again, as it did in the past. The volatility cannot be underestimated. We have seen crashes of more than 75% in the span of just a few hours before. And that's definitely possible again. If you got some value out of this video, feel free to give this a like. It will help the channel grow. Feel free to also subscribe. I publish videos regularly. If you're interested in the trades that I personally make, you can also check out the premium membership that's down below, thebitcoinstrader.com. There should also be a link popping up on the screen. Just click on that. It will lead you to premium. So see you next time on YouTube or see you on premium. Cheers.